Hi friends, welcome to OTech. Are you ready to take your website to the next level? Today we are diving into the exciting world of uploading image files and folder and also drag and drop functionality. I'm OTech, and whether you're a seasoned developer or just starting out, this tutorial is packed with valuable insights to enhance your site's user experience, and also we'll cover everything from basics to advanced techniques. So by the end, you have the skills to implement these features seamlessly on your website. So do not forget to hit that subscribe button and drop any questions or comments below. Alright, let's jump in. So I have installed React and also Tailwind. I won't be using Tailwind much for the styling, and also we won't focus much on styling because that would be the main thing for this tutorial. Alright, so let's dive in. So first I want to create the interface before doing the functionalities. Okay, so next thing I'm going to do here is create a div. I'll give this div a class name of upload container. Then inside the div, just going to have a p tag. Then drag and drop your images here. Your images. Alright, I'm gonna give this p tag a class name of info. Then next I want to create a container for my input fields. So I'm going to give this a class name of container2, class name of container. So alright, then next I want to create a container for each inputs by selecting files and folders. So I'm going to call this input container. Alright, so I want to have my inputs here, and so these inputs just have some basic things. First, I want to give this a type of file, right? Then I want to give this an ID of CTL. Then I'm gonna do something like assets. So these are the kinds of file it's gonna accept. So since you're dealing with just images, so I just want the .png file, JPEG file, JPG, and maybe BMP. Okay. Then next, I want to be able to select multiple files when I'm trying to upload a file to the website. So I'm going to have this keyword called multiple. Then I'm going to give this confused height. So I can say opacity should be 0. Then position is absolute. Then sorry, what's going on here? Alright, in z index of -1. Alright, okay. Then after this, I just want to create a label. So a label for the name. So I'm going to call this label. Then select height. Okay. select files, I need to link the label to this input. So I can say HTML4, and I'll call this ID here CTL. Now I'm gonna give this a class name of custom label. Custom label. Then the type of there. Okay. So I don't need to type this again for div for the folder parts. I'm gonna duplicate this, right? Then make some changes to it. So for this now this should be for the folder parts. So I'm gonna have a type of file, and you can just change the ID. So I don't need this accent because you want to upload a folder, not a file. So I'll get rid of this, and instead, and also I don't need the multiple as well, right? Instead, I'll be having this WebKit directory is equal to true. So when I set the WebKit directory to true, it enables this input to select folder. Then I'm just gonna set directory to empty. Alright, and it's gonna give the class name of let's say input, and that should be all. And for the label, I have to change this and change this to select folders, right? So like I said before, we won't be focusing much on the styling. I will have the link to this repository in the description below. So if you wish to copy the style, you can just go there and copy it. So I have this I have the style shown here, so I'm just gonna grab it and paste it there. Alright, so let's see how this is looking on the web page. Okay, but I think it's looking better. So it's just remaining to add the functionalities. So let's see if this selects a folder. Okay, it actually selects a folder, so I can just upload this, and also this selects multiple files, so I can match so many files here. So it's working. The next thing I want to do is add the functionality for the image preview you're not uploading from your computer, and also dragging and dropping images in this box. Okay, so first things first, we need to import our use states and use effects. Alright, so here I'll be setting some states. The first thing I want to declare the image files. So this image file is going to be where an array where all the image files will be stored. We need to call the set image files. Alright, then the default state should be an empty array. Right, the next I want to have my preview images. So once I'm done uploading the images, I can preview the images. So it's going to be stored in this array. We're going to say preview images and set preview images. I want to add the loading states. So while I'm uploading the image, it should load for some time. So I can just say is loading and set is loading. The default state should be, I guess, false. Okay. So now the next thing we want to do is create the function for that handles the file selection. So I can just say const handle file selection equals to. So this function, we are going to be using it in multiple functions. So I'm just going to make it reusable. So here I'll add a parameter called selected files. Right? Okay. Then this. So what do I want to do here? First I need to validate the kind of file I receive. So I should have something like this: const allowed file types. Okay. So I want to, although we have added that check here, but we need to validate it here also, so we can just see a message or an error message when it goes wrong. So here I want to first see image /png. So these are the kind of extension file extension I'll validated for my images. So here I want image /jpeg. What else? Image /jpg, right? jpg. And I really don't need this B. Okay, maybe I can add that to image /pfp. Alright, so these are the file types I want. So I need to validate it. So to validate that, I can just say const valid files, and I can say array.from selected files. It should be plural, so I think I need to make this plural. Alright, dot filter file. Allowed file types dot include file dot type. So the validation here is first it filters through this selected files, so it filters only the file type that matches with this array here, so it makes it valid. Now the next thing we want to do is say if the valid file dot length is greater than 0, then we want to save this. As to set the loading states to true, right? Then based on my decision, I want this to load for about 3 seconds. So I'm going to use a set timeout to do that. So set timeout. Then here I can. Alright. I can add 3000 milliseconds. So meaning it's going to load for 3 seconds. Now inside this function, I want to set the image files to valid files, because this valid files it filters the allowed file types, thereby storing the allowed file types into these valid files. So now I'm setting the image files to these valid files, if that makes sense. The next now once I set this, the image files, I also want to preview the image on my screen. So and I can't just preview it like that, I'll have to transform the file to a blob URL. So to do that, I can actually create a variable called image URL. So I can say valid files dot map file. Now say URL dot create this file. Okay, so the URL.createUpdateURL function will take the file and create a blob URL for it. So this URL will point to the file in memory. So as long as that URL exists, the browser will keep the file in the memory. So basically, every time we select a file, that file will load and will load into the memory and use up your tab RAM. So this is going to create a URL we can use to preview our images. Okay. Now the next thing we want to do is set the images preview to this to the image URL. Okay. Oh, I think there's a typo here. This will be set, not C. Okay. Set images preview. Alright. The image URL. Okay. Then next I want to set my loading to false. Also, I want to what else do I need here? Well, I think that would be all. And else it should just display a message saying no valid file selected. This is it here. Now we have this function handle file selection. So let's create a function that will handle the file change. Now so const handle file change. We go to event. And I can declare a variable called const selected file equal to the event dot target dot file. Now I can say if the selected files dot length is greater than 0, then I want to do something here. So I have this updated files is equal to first I'll spread the, so in this updated files I'll spread the image files and the selected file. So I'll have something like this: image files and selected file. And finally I'll call this function handle file selection here. Okay, say handle file selection. Then in the parameter I'll pass this updated files there. Okay, now I can use this handle file change in my input as the onChange handler. Alright, so here let me just do this onChange. It's handle file change. Same thing for the folder selection. Okay, let's see if okay. One more thing, we need to preview the images. So here I can just create a div to render the images. First, I'm gonna give this a class name of images container. Images container. Then next I'll map it. So I'll say images file dot map. I'll get the file and the index. Sorry. And this. So here I'm just gonna create a div. With a div here. Then I'm gonna give div a key. I'm gonna set the index as the key. Okay. Then here I can now render the image. So for this way I can now set the source to be preview images. And I'll give the index to the index. So the here you can just give an alternative text called this file.name. And I'm gonna give it the class name of image preview. Okay, so let's test this out and see if it's working fine. Alright, let me refresh the page. Since there's an error here, images files.mal, it's not the function. Oh, there's a typo. Oh, sorry, it's map, not mal. Okay, so first I want to select a file called this and this and upload it. Okay. So let's see what the problem is. First, I want to display my loading states. So I'll add something here. Yeah, I want to have something like this. So first the div. Then here, if it's loading, then should just return processing. Else just return empty. Okay, so let's try this out again and see if the error might be coming from. We're gonna select file again, then open the processing. Okay, let's log this in our console and see the results we are getting. So console.log. Good. Alright. Okay, so I select file and open. Okay. So it has the URL for the image. So what could be the error? We here. Okay, so it's showing on the console, but it's still not showing here. So what could be the error? Images file.map index. Oh, I see the error. So here we are using a curly braces instead of a brackets. So in JSX you don't use curly braces, instead you use a bracket. If you just be outside the div for the return function, then you can use the curly braces. But let's change it to a bracket instead of curly bracket. This is looking better. Let's test this out. So let me select a folder. I can come here and select this thumbnail folder and upload. Shows me a warning, this will upload all files from thumbnail. Only do this if you trust this site. Of course I trust it. Okay, so it's uploading the folders, and also can upload files too. So this is working fine. Okay, so next thing we want to do is add a functionality where we can drag images and drop it into this box. So we'll be having some functions like the handle drop, and also on the drag enter, the drag over, and the drag leave. But before that, let's create a state to track that. So I'm gonna call this is dragging over. Then sets is dragging over. Now the next thing I want to do is first I want to create the handle drop function. So the handle drop function is going to handle the function whereby when the image is dropped onto that box, finally dropped. So here I'm gonna have a parameter called e to prevent default. So first I want to say e dot prevent default. Okay. Then next on set is dragging over for initially. Then here I can just do something similar. So I can say const dropped files. So this dropped file is going to track the files that we are dropped into that box. So I'll set it to e dot data transfer dot file. Okay, so basically what the data transfer object is going to do is it's like the central object for any drag and drop operation. So it stores the data to be transferred in it, something like that. So this is going to keep track of all data transferred in it. So here I can just say if the drop file dot length is greater than 0, then should perform this operation first. Let's create the updated file. So just like before, spread the image file, then spread the drop files. Okay, and next I'll call this same function here and do file selection, and I'll pass the parameter updated files to it. Okay, as simple as that. So this function is going to handle the dropping of images into that box. I think we should just create the whole functions, then before testing it out. So the next function I want to create is the handle drag enter. So this is like when an image is dragged into the box, but it's not yet dropped. So what state do we want to have here? So I can just say const handle drag enter is equals to this. That's sample. So here I want to prevent the default. first. Then we're gonna set the dragging over to true. So once it is on drag enter, I'm gonna set the dragging over to true. Then I think that should be same thing for the next function. This is dragging over. So when an image is dragged over that box, as long as it's still on that box, so it should also set the dragging over to true. So I'll have something like this. And lastly, I want to create a function to handle the states when the dragging is no longer happening. So on drag leave, when the image is dragged out of the box. So in that case, the dragging over state should be set to false. So I'll have something like this. And yeah, so I have the handle drag enter, handle drag over, it's a type here, over, and handle drag leave, and also the handle drop. Okay, so I'll be using this 4 functions somewhere, maybe here. Alright, so because here is the container for this whole thing, so I think it should be somewhere here. But before doing that, I would like to add one more thing. It's more like improving the security and performance of this. So it's actually cleaning up the resources, these effects, and call this add my dependency array. So inside this function, I want to do something, say return I can say image file dot map. Let's first use map. Okay, I think I should go for each to look through this, and the file, and here I want to perform some operations. I'll say url dot revoke object url 5. Okay, function is typically used to release an object URL which was previously created. So this line of code here is very important for cleaning up the resources and preventing memory leaks, especially when dealing with dynamically generated URL. So if you're going to be handling a real-time project where so many images will be uploaded, you need to always clean up the resources. So in the dependency array, I'll just add the image files, so the use effect will run each time the image files changes. Okay, that's that. So next thing we want to do is add these functions inside this div, the upload container div. So here we can just say for the first one, on drag enter, should call the handle drag enter. Next, for the on drag over, it's called the handle drag over. And next, for the on drag leave, we want to call the handle drag leave. Then lastly, on drop, so when it's finally dropped into the container, we want to call the handle drop. Okay, so we have this here, and one more thing I would like to add here is the styling. So we want to know when the image is dropped into that box, so we can use styling to crack that. So here I can just change this to something like this. Yeah, I can call it's dragging over. So if it's dragging, oh shit. So if it's dragging over, then the style should be, I'm gonna give this a background color of gray with 260. Then else you should take this style, upload container. Okay, so let's see if that's gonna work. Here, when I drag this image here, you can see don't worry about styling, though it looks weird, but it's not our main goal here. So you can see once the image is dragged into the box, it's still on the drag enter function. So when I'm still like over the box, it's on the dragging over, and then I finally drop it. Now it's processing 3 seconds, and we can see our image here. So I can drop many images on this box. When I drag it, it changes the background color to gray. When I drop it, it processes it for 3 seconds, and boom, I can see my image. So this is it here. So for the meantime, the images go down when you refresh the page, so you can add more functionalities to this, such as you can persist these images to local storage, so in a way that when you refresh the page, it doesn't go off. That's it for this tutorial. If you enjoyed it, please do well to subscribe, like, share, and comment. See you in my next video. Thank you.